Here in Guyana, we have lots to tell you today, Monday, November 12. Citizens across Guyana today voted in the local government elections, and our teams visited several regions and provided updates on the voting process. In our first report, Stacey Carmichael spoke with Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu, who is performing the duties of president, and his wife, Mrs. Sita Nagamutu, shortly after they voted earlier today. Let's take a look.
Prime Minister Moses Nagamutu, who's performing the functions of president, and his wife, Mrs. Sita Nagamutu, this morning cast their ballots for the local government elections at the Aquatic Center, Liliendal. Prime Minister Nagamutu shared his thoughts on the electoral process.
The menu of measures that people are looking at this point in time is very broad, and I feel that it could be much more than I'm telling you right now. But I feel that there is a new consciousness arising in Guyana, a consciousness that is coming from bottom up, which is good for democracy, which is good for the health of democracy, that more people at the grassroots are conscious of their responsibilities.
Mrs. Nagamutu also encouraged citizens to come out and exercise their democratic right to vote in the local government elections.
Previously, I think there was this pattern of just having the same persons all the time over and over because of parties. You know, if you belong to a special party and you go out there to vote, you just want to vote for that party. But now I think people should be more educated. They should be more alert-minded as to what is going on in their communities and not think about party, but think about communities.
Several ministers of government also shared their views on the elections process.
I think we should be cognizant, we should remember that this system, which has been ignored for so long, that creating or generating the level of civic engagement and voter participation will take some time. But the short answer is yes, we are satisfied with the efforts that we have made. But I think what is going to be required now that we have had successive local government elections as legally due is to, beginning 2019, is to probably redouble our efforts.
It is a very important day in the life of all of our the local government system. It is the second time in within a short period of time since we came into office in 2015 that we're having local government elections.
As soon as the AP and UAFC entered government in 2016, after the 22 years we had elections. This is the second one since we are in government, and we are hoping that all Guyana will understand the importance of the local government elections.
I think this year we've gotten a larger number of people that understand the importance of the process. I think in 2016, a lot of people weren't familiar because we hadn't had it for such a long time. So for me, I've gone over the length and breadth of Guyana talking about local government elections, and I think people are beginning to understand that they got to come forward. They got to come forward and stand up and be willing to serve as a candidate.
For InfoHub, Stacey Carmichael.
There are 9 new local authority areas. In this story, Tiffany Rogers tells us about the voting process in some of these areas.
Residents in communities residing in Hararuni Yarrowcabra Neighborhood Democratic Council are looking forward to increased development as they cast their ballots for the first time in the local government elections.
Something very good, because we're having the opportunity now that the person we put there to represent us, we now have a say to tell them what we need.
I'm glad for that because this is the first time I ever voted for a local government election, and I want a better community where I'm living.
It means a lot to me because when the voting cast and they select the candidate, we will be having our own, we will make our own decision, and we will be able to control the councillors because what we tell them to do, they will have to do.
I'm glad it farmers NDC because we vote all the time and we never get no encouragement on the highway we live in. And we need nothing. We're glad for vote for somebody win for we get some sort of things on the highway.
Well, from today we will look forward for the betterment of the community, and we need to. I really am optimistic about the future.
Residents captured in the new NDC of Aranaputa Upper Boroboro also took to the polls Monday morning for the first time. People turned out in constant numbers to vote. The newly established NDC of Wyberg Caracas saw residents of Sanfruit Village, West Country, Berbice voting for the first time. The newly established NDC of Wyberg Caracas saw residents of Sanfruit Village, West Country, Berbice voting for the first time. APNU candidate Trisilla Victor, who is contesting in the village in Constituency 3, said she is working for the development of the village and its members. These new NDCs are part of the 9 local authority areas created in this cycle of local government elections. For InfoHub, Anarakan.
Residents across the 10 administrative regions turned out in their numbers to exercise their democratic right to vote at the local government elections. Our team spoke with some of the citizens.
Well, I want to see everything there in the right place and vote for the right person. That's why I want to see everything there in the right place. I decided in English that I want to do it right. And I vote for the right person and I hope things work out very good for this time here.
I'm out to vote today and to basically, I'll say exercise my franchise. And I hope for good governance in the community of Port Join and for the field, the entire Guyana. So my choice today is to go out there and make my best choice.
It's good to exercise your franchise, you know, and provide also, I am a candidate, but an independent candidate for the same constituency.
Well, the voting process has been going wonderful so far. I've been encouraging people in my area to make sure they come out and vote early. And after this voting, we expect to see good things happening in our community, whoever you vote for. We expect people to do what is right and orderly in our village.
I hope to see change. We don't want when this local government election finish, we go back in the same thing again. We vote for change, and we must see change.
Well, to exercise my franchise, it's nice of coming out. You know, people say, why we go and vote? We say that's my choice of seeing who I would like to represent us.
Madia was declared Guyana's 10th town on October 25. Ronetta LaFleur was in the new town today to get a glimpse of the voting process there.
Looking to the local government election for development, several residents of Madia chose to vote early. Among them were Crystal Ranji, Kenrick Benjamin, and Lormel Williams.
As a young person, I would like to see it develop. I would like, the right person to help in developing the community. Because I've lived here all my life, so I'm happy to see that it's changing. So yeah, I really wanted to vote.
No, I find it very necessary to partake in this elections because of the fact that you'll be given an opportunity to decide your destiny, in your immediate surroundings, you know.
This is our rights as Guyanese to vote, so that we could get a leader or somebody to govern, or somebody to take responsibility, for the community, because this is a local government voting, and for the first time we voting for our local government right here at Madia, and I'm so happy to vote.
It was just 2 years ago when Bartica in Region 7 was declared a township and saw residents participating in their first local government elections. Today, the polls opened once again and Barticians cast their ballots in their second ever LGE.
It's an honor to cast my vote for the first time, I think, in history for me, for young people, twice in 3 years. Because the last local government elections were held in 2016, and now we're here again, renewing our democracy just 2 years and just over 2 years after. So I am very grateful for this opportunity, and I think that the Barticans today will use this opportunity to renew their democracy and allow persons to know that they have the power to choose their leaders.
I believe it's very much important this day. It's a significant day. It's a day where democracy, I'm exercising my democratic right, and I want to be in this line. I'm forced up, and I'm thankful for life, and moreover, the pathway to which this country is going.
I was born here. My children are born here. And I want to see Bartica continue developing. And I'm voting for the betterment of this community.
For InfoHub, Renetta LaFleur.
Still to come, the University of Guyana on Saturday hosted 3 graduation ceremonies for its 52nd convocation.
Being diagnosed with HIV can be difficult, but there is hope. Treatment is free and available at HIV care and treatment sites. Medications are easy to take and will get the virus under control. It is important to know the names and not just the color of medications. NGOs have workers available to help you learn about the pills. Talk to your health worker about your treatment program.
Welcome back. More than 1,700 students graduated at the University of Guyana's 52nd convocation in 3 back-to-back ceremonies hosted at the National Cultural Center. Paul McAdam has that report.
A historic feature of the convocation ceremony was the division of the graduates into patches with 3 different charges delivered by guest speakers. The faculties of Agriculture and Forestry, Earth and Environmental Sciences, and Education and Humanities were the first to graduate. The second batch was from the facilities of Health Sciences, Natural Sciences, and Engineering and Technology. The final batch of graduates and the university's largest faculties were Social Sciences and SEBI. The charge was delivered by attorney at law from the class of 1997, Kemal Ramkaran. He encouraged all to work towards the transformation of Guyana.
You have to choose to take Guyana seriously and decide to make things work. Because there's no reason we should live in a country where things won't work. When people take their country seriously, decide to make a change, things change. So from tomorrow, let us all think of 1 or 2 ways each of us can make things work here.
This year's convocation ceremony featured a number of firsts, including graduates from new programs such as Diploma in Psychology, the Masters in Medicine, in Family Medicine, and Bachelors in Emergency Nursing, Clinical Nurse Specialists. Valedictorian and recipient of the President's Medal, Shakti Prasad, said the ceremony held more importance for female graduates who are still working harder than most to shatter glass ceilings.
We are proof that we have got what it takes and we can do it all in this man's world. We are proof that we can make the unusual efforts that are necessary to succeed. We are proof that the future is female and that future is now.
The Chancellor's Medal went to Benita Davis, the Prime Minister's Medal to Mohammed Bash, the Pro-Chancellor's Medal to Texine Daw, and the Francine Griffith Award for Excellence in Nursing to Marguerite Hoyt. Paul McAdam for InfoHub.
DPI will continue to bring you live updates on the local government elections and results throughout the evening on our Facebook page. So don't miss out on those updates. We hope that you exercised your constitutional right and voted. That's all for this evening. Connect with us on WhatsApp and social media and follow us on our website at dpi.gov.gy. Your bridge and weather reports are up next. Goodbye.